right, welcome to LOVEFiLM.
Thank you.
So, role models, obviously we see you play Danny, but not only did you star in it, but you co-wrote it.
That's right.
Where did that start? Because I think you took the script on when it had a couple of versions beforehand.
I think the studio never found the version that it kind of wanted to make, and it was going through different writers and different versions, and it felt like, oh, there's something here. This idea of guys getting in trouble and having to, you know, do community service and then go into this youth mentoring program is pretty good. That's a pretty good,
it's a good
setup,
concept, yeah,
you know.
Sure.
And in talking with the producer, she just asked me if I wanted to write it because I had some thoughts about it, and I was surprised that she did. But I said yeah, and then that's how it kind of happened.
And they say, it's a very famous saying, never work with kids or animals. And obviously you've worked with kids quite successfully, not only in Role Models, but in Knocked Up as well.
Yeah, you know, I didn't, this kind of, working with the kids in Knocked Up was a little bit easier because they were Judd Apatow's kids, and he was directing the movie, and we were not sticking to any script with them. It was just kind of like, whatever they did, we're going to follow.
Running around.
Yeah. And then with Role Models, even though Chris is playing a kid, the kid who plays Augie, he was 18, so he was allowed to kind of just do whatever, you know, he'd treat him like an adult, but the other one is, and we had him saying some really awful stuff.
It's really quite shocking,
really
watching this sort of 10-year-old kid coming out with things that I wouldn't want anyone to say.
Exactly, that, and so that was kind of strange, because, not that he had to say it, but because, you know, we'd write it, laugh, and then say, oh yeah, now we have to get it cleared by his family.
Yeah.
And then Children's Protective Services. And there are all of these things that you're like kind of, oh yeah, that's what it's kind of, you have to deal with that when you're working with a kid. And they actually work less hours. And he was also just bouncing off the walls. And he'd like eat a candy bar. And he was just like, okay, Bobby, here we go, we're gonna shoot this scene, and he'd just be going crazy. One energy, and action, and then he would just be asleep.
Like a puppy.
He was like high, he was on this extreme or this extreme.
Paul, my very last question to you. Really curious to know about a couple of the films that have inspired you.
Wow.
Which puts you on the spot, I know.
Well, With Nail and I is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I did a movie that years ago that nobody saw, nor would they really have ever had the chance, but it's called The Chateau. And I mean, even with the coat that I was wearing and all this, it was all kind of,
bit Richard E.
I like to say inspired. Really, it was theft.
It's a good thing to thieve.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Paul, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
And you.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you.